With the eyes of the world watching, it's time for the biggest event of the year as we're proud to welcome you to the Super Bowl. We've made it, we have made it. Alongside Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott, bringing you coverage of the Super Bowl. It's almost surreal when you take in the atmosphere, isn't it? It's the magnificent spectacle that surrounds this game each and every February. And at the center of it, the best team from both conferences who fought all season long for the honor of playing here tonight.
And you know what's beautiful about this stage, Kate? These teams who meet the Super Bowl each and every year, we've learned this. They're not always the most talented team in the league. They're the two who never buckled under the pressure, never let the moment become too big. You know what I love to say? They're the ones that didn't just play with one another. They played for one another. And I can't wait. You can't wait. The world can't wait to see which team truly earns the right to raise that Lombardi and call themselves a champion.
Coming out throwing is Williams. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
First down throw by Williams. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a Chicago first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Has the connection to Odunze. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Offense set for a first and 10. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. He'll get this one to Brown. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Bears first down. Off the play fake, Williams. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Motion man left is Brown. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Williams from the gun. Touchdown, Chicago! What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bears will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. Returnable from the 1. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Think right. Hey, go, go. Go, go.
Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And after a little running, he gets this up to the 32. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 32. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board, and the first drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
3rd and long for him here. He throws a bullet deep to the right. He's got it deep downfield. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue. Inside handoff goes to Etienne. And he'll advance this down to the 38-yard line. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
On 2nd down, it's Etienne. And he's able to get this down to the 13. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. On the move, headed right. He's keeping it. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. It's the end of... We are back and just as excited as you are. Time to resume action here in Super Bowl 63. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Etienne has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job.
Touchdown, Jacksonville! He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out, and it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the chant for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw, but hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Has a man, it's Brown. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. That's George Karlaftis who got there for the stop. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. From the 47. That's complete. Here's Brown. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I'm sure coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Williams to throw on 1st. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Gonna keep this one and go. And he's down by contact after picking up the 1st.
That's a BYOB. You got to be your own blocker. It would have taken the entire defense piling on to stop him from getting that 1st down. Well done.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. First down, Williams. He's got time. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Started a little slow, but we've arrived at the 2-minute warning. The Bears would take the lead with a score. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Let's go. 69, trap 60, trap 60, 70 ready, come 19. Hey, smash. 7 Pirates. Warriors, 70. Get up.
Trying again, following the sack. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Has his man. It's Odunze. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Bears trying to get everyone set. They're going quickly here. So before the play clock has a chance to expire, Kyle Shanahan signals timeout, as they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. Out now are the special teamers to try a Bears field goal. This 42 yards from the right hash. And he missed it. It's no good. And the score remains knotted 7-all.
Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
First down throw, Lawrence. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Out of the gun, Lawrence. He's on the move. He's going to keep it this time. And he's out of bounds, up at his own 45. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. That was Montez Sweat who took him down. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Lawrence working from the gun. ETN on the catch. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson has it. And the Bears get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
That is just a big-time individual effort, Kate, defensively. First, he takes the ball away, and then he's looking for points, right? He turns from defense to offense, and one more move, and he might have broken it to the house.
Working from the gun, Williams. That's taken in by Tucker. And they get this down to the 28. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. And they've got themselves another first and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Williams set to pass. And the Jaguars are there. He's hauled down. The Bears going to use their third and final timeout. Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Running back sent in motion. After the sack, another pass on second down. This one's caught. It's Andrews near the sideline. And he takes this inside the red zone to the... Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. They took a look just to be safe. You always appreciate that, but the call on the field stands. First down throw by Williams. And in for the Chicago touchdown. Looking to tack on the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears break that tie and now lead by 7. The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. Return starts from the goal line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. First and 10, it's Lawrence. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
11. Red on red.
Now it's Lawrence. He's going to push one deep down the right. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Ryan Thomas Jr., his intended target. And now they face second down.
13, move. Finish at 24.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off the defense at any time.
Lobbing this into the end zone. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Enough waiting, let's crown a champion, shall we? The second half of the Super Bowl is underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Red, 23. Silver.
Here's ETN to begin the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Lawrence to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down.
You know, these 3rd and short situations, you rep them all the time. Snap after snap, rep after rep. You're expecting man-to-man coverage in that down and distance, and you're expecting to execute. That time on 3rd and short, they can't get the job done.
Looking to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
30 left.
They put a receiver in motion here left. Running right, it's Williams. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Well, one defender failed. Well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10 now. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. They'll try it left with Etienne. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
He brings it in. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Right on for the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw. And he is in for 2. No one expected that fake as they lined up to kick it. And with it, they've taken the lead. The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. He puts some juice on a deep, big gain downfield. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears grab the lead on their first series of the half. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. Bears offense, look at this. They haven't moved. They're going for 2. He's throwing for it. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete.
That is tremendous defense. First and foremost, you've got to defend against the run on this short of a field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, boy, that is a huge win for the defense.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Red on red.
Now a give. It's Etienne headed left. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. He's going deep this time. It's complete. Oh, my. They left him wide open downfield. And they're going to take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Finds him over the middle. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. They'll motion Brown right. They'll run here on first down. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
From the 46. Has a man, it's Brown. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. To throw, Williams. Hits his target, that's DJ Moore. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Working quickly here. Williams to throw on first. Has him on the quick hitter. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Man in motion here. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They kick the running back in motion. Now Williams. Andrews with the catch. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take a fourth-quarter lead. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the 4th. The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
We're 23.
From the gun, ETN gets it. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here. ETN again. And this time they won't surrender anything. They wrap him up at the line. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Let's go. 11.
Desperation time here on 4th. Escapes the pocket. Down the run right, throwing deep down the side. And they won't do it, so that ball's incomplete on 4th down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
That's complete. Here's Brown. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the fourth. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Bears double their lead to 14. The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. From his own end zone, here we go. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion!
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Complete out to the right. And he goes out of bounds after taking it up to the 40. They gain 14 on the play.
Take break.
And that's a Jaguar first down.
Hey, run.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out.
Here we go.
1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Ready up. Easy.
Trying again, following the set. That one's complete, right side. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Hey.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Lawrence working from the gun. Wanted to get it to Thomas, but it's intercepted. And the Bears will take over along the midfield stripe after the interception and return.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Running it now out of the gun. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Hey, these are the type of games he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
60 by 6. Go.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
60 Eagle. Trap 60. Ready?
From the 30 on 2nd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Gotta figure out this 3rd down here.
Cut 19. Here we go. Set.
Working from the gun, Williams. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
Let's go.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. He'll go to a knee, and that defense can only stop the clock 2 more times.
Okay, time for the defense to think about getting that ball back. And this is where you've got to conserve every second. Got to expect a timeout coming any moment now.
Lining up to take a knee on second down. So before the play clock has a chance to expire, Kyle Shanahan signals timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's second. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
7 Pirates, 7. Here we go, here we go. Check up.
Williams on the play action. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Oh, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
The tight end gets it on the fake. And they'll bring him down. The fake does not work. The fake field goal does not get it done. This is going to be a turnover on downs.
Well, clearly, the defense did not go all in on the block right there. And fortunate for them, because it allowed them to pivot when they saw the fake. And they stay in position to defend it beautifully.
First down throw, Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
Let's go.
Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their 3rd. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that can stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference it can make for an offense.
2nd and 10 now. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
Well, I think the defense coaches and coverage, breathing a sigh of relief. There was space right there. If that throw came 1 second earlier, that was going to be 6.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. And he could have a free play here. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. The timeout arrives with just 3 seconds remaining in this game, so we've got 1 more snap coming up. This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest. One final shot here. probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Bears are stopped on the return on the final play of this game. And the Lombardi Trophy makes its return to Chicago. The Bears have won the